Happy New Year. Court is now in session. How are you doing? Haven't seen you guys. Can an unrelated adult pick my minor child? YouTube. I'm starting it off wrong. Hey, YouTube. It's your favorite lawyer, Ali Booker. Court is now in session. They wrote me and they said, because we're bringing them to the court about public opinion, feel free to comment and post below. And so they said, can an unrelated adult pick my minor child up in the middle of the night without permission from the minor child's parent, meaning me? This 20-year-old woman keeps picking up my 15-year-old in the middle of the night to take her to go hang out and smoke pot with the woman's brother, who's also 15, if what my daughter told me is true. My daughter's dad has talked to this woman and explained that it was not okay and that it will not happen again. And the woman agreed. But then my daughter's phone GPS showed she was there again last night. They live in the city over, so I know my daughter has no other way over there. Okay, so basically, it seems in this case, guys, we're going to bring this person to the court of our public opinion. It appears to be a woman who's a mother, of course, because that's what she's saying. She's saying my daughter's dad, so she has to be the female. She clearly can't have custody because she's saying they live in the city over, so I know my daughter has no other way over there. GPS shows she was there again last night. I'm led to believe that the child does not live with the mom. The father must be the primary parent. Guys, this 29-year-old woman things can happen to her if she's aiding and abetting the delinquency of a minor, the 15-year-old. Especially if she's taking this 15-year-old to places where this 15-year-old is hanging out and smoking pot, having sex, or doing any delinquent and or immoral activities. Okay? So that's one part of it. That's an issue. This 29-year-old is the problem. But also, it seems as if this is a non-custodial parent. The person who's not the manager of the child, not the managing parent, the parent with the most custody. This seems to be the parent that has the visitation. Okay? And guys, and this happens when children become teenagers. There are many cases, and I know it's something that you kind of cannot understand. It is something that you can kind of put your finger on. But when you're fighting cases with teenage children, suit subjects, the subject of the suit is a teenager, it's tough. Because there are things that they can do to mess with the case and toy with the case that may change whether or not your client is in this child's best interest or not, particularly. We've talked about this before, where children who tend to run away tend to cause issues for the parent whom they live with, because that will just kind of allow that other parent to kind of get custody, especially if the child is running to that parent's home. Courts will be inclined, I didn't say they will do, but they will be inclined to grant custody to that other parent, because this child is hurting themselves, they're harming themselves, they're putting themselves in harm's way to get to this other parent. And if that is something that the court logically or reasonably believes is going to continue to occur, and that child's best interest is going to be at stake, if the court does not change custody, a court will change custody on that. And it will tee off a parent, and there you will have done nothing wrong and will have lost custody of your teenager. So I get it. Teenagers are some tough cookies, but you can play games. I mean, I hate to say it, but you can kind of psych them out, because they are tough characters. But the problem with teenagers is that they like instant gratification. So if you are just very patient and you have to almost be a gamesman, you can pretty much figure out what they're doing, where they're going, how they're getting things, and kind of put a stop to it. Because it's hard to keep control over teenagers nowadays. But I do represent a few parents, and that's basically what we do. I mean, you just kind of have to smart them out to stop them from doing the wrong thing, while keeping them out of jail and in some grown person's hands who they're talking to online or something like that. Yeah, because they will protect those older people. And it sucks because when they get access, and it's hard not for them not to have access because the internet's there. You can't take that away, even if you take their phone away. They'll find a way to get to some sort of internet to talk to these people. Um, and so I've had kids where, we've had to get them returned home. Not even arguing with these people, but literally just sending letters and letting these people's parents know, like, this child cannot be here. Like, we don't want to take this. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to talk to the police about this, but we may have to. This child is running away, things of that nature. Um, you just kind of have to finagle, with them. And you kind of have to smoke them out of all the places that allow them to do delinquent activities and delinquent things. And you're correct. They will go and get access to adults who will help them. Adults will help them get money, things. And that's why, like, I had to pay attention. Sorry, y'all. I'm, like, shiny as hell. I didn't know that. But anyways, I have to pay attention. Because I wanted to give a child money this weekend. And the child's parent didn't want to say no. But basically was saying no. And so it was like, oh, I'm not giving that child money. If I have something for that child, I'm going to have to just buy it. Bust my lazy rump. And get my baby something. Because for whatever reason, I can't give you money. I can get the other one money, not you. Okay, got being mental note to self. Right? Because these are not my children. And I don't want to say how close they are to me because then other people will know. But they're very close to me. Okay? So I had to learn. Like, okay, well, I'm overstepping my bounds. She can't have money. I didn't talk to her about it. I didn't tell her. But she kept pushing the issue with the money. I'm like, nigga, these kids, man, they're pushy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna give it to you. Shit. Your mama all but said no. Allie, don't give her no cash. And if you didn't pick up on it, girl, I did. I'm an adult. I'm not giving it to you. Sorry, But she kept. She was very adamant. I say these kids are adamant. They have no harm in asking, and that's how we raised them. Whatever. But children are more assertive now. You're gonna have to probably contact this person and let them know. You may have to call the police to get a police report done. You're not probably gonna be able to prove what that child is doing like that. It's gonna take patience and trapping and putting clues together to prove it. But ma'am, if the dad isn't watching her and she's able to get places and smoke pot, I don't know what your situation is, why you don't have the child, but that may need to be a issue that is revisited. Because you definitely do not want a girl to have access to the world. Not a young lady. No, that's just absolutely insidious. If she doesn't have to crawl out of a bedroom window to get where she wants to go, that ain't the house for her. Okay? And I'm not trying to be rude and say that a girl should climb out of the window, but what I'm saying is it should never be appropriate for a teenage girl to be gone anywhere at night. I'm not trying to make moral decisions for people. I ain't saying that I'm a perfect parent. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. But that's some shit right there you ain't gonna never get me down with. Girl, stay your ass in the house. Matter of fact, no. In my house, the way it is sectioned up, I got a lock in between my side and the boys. If anybody stays in my house, your ass is locked on this side. You get a bathroom over here and everything else you need. Won't nobody be going through no damn hallways. And I got cameras everywhere, baby. I don't play that one. And I pay attention. Oh, no. And y'all won't be leaving here at a certain hour. Because children should be in the house. Now, boys, you can give them a little more leeway. I know that, people are, oh, that's sexist, whatever. Okay? I'm just telling you how I am. Can have a little bit more leeway. But a young lady, should be in that house. And especially going to a young male's house, and especially an adult that is aiding in that, I just see, wow, I don't like it. So, long story short, I'm not trying to prompt you to do anything against that other parent because I don't know your situation. I'm only speaking, and you didn't ask me, about the father. You are not complaining about the father, but I'm thinking that you might need to look into the father. Because how is she still out the door? He told you that he told them no. But she's still leaving. And she can be drug tested. A court can drug test her. And that would be a problem. She's getting access to drugs some kind of way. And he's not even seeing that she stays in that house. So dad's going to need to, I don't know, if he needs to get an alarm and she doesn't need to have the code. I don't know. For right now, I don't know what to do. but she needs not leave out that house, and that's just not safe. So you need to be looking at more than this 29-year-old. Is what I'm saying, because it wouldn't be happening at my house. No, ma'am. Okay, next case.